Now, to finish up our conversation, our little lecture here on squatting, what I wanted to talk about are a couple of things that we sometimes find that can go wrong, or things that need to be corrected. We call these contraindications. So for those of you in the personal training program, contraindications, you're always going to hear that term. That simply means it's not indicated. It's not a good thing. It's against. Contra means against from a Latin perspective. So contraindication is not recommended. So with squatting in particular, look, there's a lot of load on the spine, so we always have to make sure we maintain neutral spine position. So Christian, can you do me a favor and stand laterally? I think stand laterally.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lateral view.
Mm-hmm.
So arms can, actually, let's have you do prisoner squat. So hands behind the head, because this will get him into a butt, what we call the butt wing. We've heard this term before, the butt wing. Let's look at Christian's hip as he goes down, and I want to take a quick look, or when his hips start to do what we call a posterior pelvic tilt, or basically curl underneath him, he's lost the curvature in his lumbar spine. So right now he's got curve here, he's got curve here. For my personal training students, this is a lordotic curve, this is a kyphotic curve. These are both natural curves. Spine should never be flat, it should maintain its neutral curve to prolong the integrity of the spine and the discs in between each of the vertebrae. So Christian's gonna go ahead and squat down for me. And when he gets to below, right there, pause. His whole hip just turned. He basically did what we call a posterior pelvic tilt. The hips turn backwards. Go ahead and stand up. So do that one more time for me, Christian. Try and prevent it, chest up, chest up, chest up, chest up. Right around there as we start go all the way down now, that's where we see it. So Christian doesn't want to go ahead and stand up for me. One more time, come down. He's gonna want to stop right around there, stop. He's at parallel. That's his depth. Go ahead and stand up for me. Now, I made it harder on him by putting his hands behind his head. Christian, put your hands in front. Arms out in front. And this was the original cue that I gave to him. Go ahead and squat down and just try and maintain that. Maintain. Chest up, chest up, chest up, chest up, chest up. Better. He's getting a little lower now because he's got more load in front. Now, when we move over to the goblet squat, go ahead and stand back up. We're going to show you how we can actually capture and make the goblet squat typically a lot easier for people who might have this posterior pelvic tilt. Now, in Christian's case, he can get to parallel. You're going to have people that you're working out with or clients that you're going to work out with that, let's do a premature butt wink at
Arms out?
Yeah, or wherever you want to put them. Go ahead and squat down and just give me a butt wink now. There, right there. So he cannot, this client cannot get, he's already in rounded low back. See how he's all rounded here? This is really, really problematic for the spine. So go ahead and stand up. So Christian's depth, if that's my client, is going to be higher. Now, or I'm going to move him over to the goblet squat. He's not earned the right to squat yet because he can't control this position. So we've got to make this exercise easier for him. So one other thing that we can do, let's show them heels coming up. So just imagine it's Christian squatting. We're doing some body weight squats. Okay, Christian, whenever you're ready. Oh, his heels are popping up. Good, stand back up. Let's do that one more time. You're just going to notice heels come up. Now, good, go ahead and stand back up. This can be caused because of tightness in the calf, sometimes tightness in the hamstring or the whole entire posterior chain, but usually it's calf related. So a simple trick, and you've probably seen these, if you want your client to squat because they need to, this will give him a little bit of assistance or clearance so he can maintain a grounded sensation on the floor, and this will actually let him get deeper so he doesn't go into a posterior pelvic tilt. So let's go ahead and give me a good squat form. Try and maintain neutral spine there so we can see if we can get you a little bit lower. A little bit lower, chest up, chest up, chest up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not bad, right? Good, stand back up. So it's about the same. But this could be a temporary solution for a client whose heels keep coming up until we can work through the flexibility issue. You don't want to rely on this forever, however, so part of your strategy, if you're looking to squat and you can't set up correctly, you've got to work on flexibility and movement quality to make sure that the squatting, you can squat with foot flat on the ground. So that's going to be probably some calf work, some foam rolling, some stretching, and then moving through the ranges of motion so as to teach the body that this is an acceptable new range of motion that these tissues need to be able to accomplish.